Deputy President William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza Brigade have announced that they will prosecute President Uhuru Kenyatta for misappropriation of public funds once he leaves office, referencing the Supreme Court decision. Consequently, the judgment has elicited varied reactions, with supporters of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga claiming that the BBI reggae will return as soon as they win the August elections. If they do, NTV senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi examines the next steps for the BBI discourse and the various voices.
As President Uhuru Kenyatta and his handshake brother Raila Odinga assess the impact of the Supreme Court verdict that has dealt their pet project a crushing blow, the stage has been set for their lieutenants to save face and give their supporters hope. But even as they prepare to collect themselves and respond in a manner that will reassure their supporters, the Deputy President and his tag team in the Kenya Kwanza outfit are having a field day with the BBI outcome. Deputy President William Ruto and his cohorts added salt to injury by proposing arresting President Kenyatta once he leaves office.
President Uhuru, hata kama wamesema huwezi kushtakiwa ukiwa ofisi, we shall set up an inquiry to find out how much money was spent on BBI, who authorized this expenditure, and will hold everybody to account.
Hawa jamaa kwa muda wa miaka 4 wametumia karibu bilioni 20 na hata zaidi kutuzungusha.
The handshake brothers need to make an apology to the people of Kenya. They have wasted 4 years of our time. They sabotaged the Big Four plan that was going to give jobs to our young people in favor of a fraudulent exercise meant to satisfy the selfish interests of a few people.
The team also proposing that all government officials who authorized public funds expenditure for the exercise be prosecuted.
The ruling today, Mr. Speaker, that the President is immune. Mr. Speaker, that does not also confer immunity to the many public servants who were engaged in this illegal and unconstitutional process, Mr. Speaker, like one PS of Interior who came out and told Kenyans that they are going to swallow this process like malaria queen.
At Article 226, Part 5 of the Constitution requires that a public officer who authorizes the use of public funds against the provisions of the law and the Constitution should be held personally responsible, whether they are in office or out of office.
The least we expect from the promoters of the BBI nonsense is for them to own up.
The lines were drawn in Parliament as well, as the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza lenses were on. The Azimio team putting on a brave face, hoping for the BBI's return.
The most dangerous concept that was raised in that process was the issue of the basic concept. If the courts had allowed basic concept structure, the basic structure concept or doctrine, Mr. Speaker, reggae would be as dead as a dodo.
You know, BBI, the handshake brothers love you, but Kenyans hated you more. Rest in peace, BBI.
Na bado tunatarajia BBI itarudi na itakuwa tu sawa. Wenye wanataka kwenda kucherekea waenda cherekea tu kama kawaida. Kwa sababu kawaida wanacherekea kitu aina mguu aina mbele na nyuma.
President Kenyatta and Odinga have been at the forefront of insisting on the initiative's return, with their loyalists now banking on the 5 grounds granted by the courts.
Out of 7 fundamental points, the Supreme Court allowed 5 grounds. Of fundamental importance is that it has set the stage for reggae to resume immediately after the elections.
Mr. Speaker, what the judges have said is do it right, and reggae is back on. So all we need to do is go on in August, and reggae is back.
The general outcome is that the BBI has come to an end. It has been declared null and void.
We can say affirmatively that today marks the end of the BBI bill insofar as it has been declared unconstitutional.
BBI cannot go on now. The reason being, for you to amend the constitution, you must do it within 1 year before the general elections.
So it is upon proponents of BBI and the political leadership that supported it to decide
Whether they want to bring it up now, whether they want to bring it up in its entirety, they might very well decide to go and even expand it, so it is up to them.
The verdict of the Supreme Court speaking to how sacrosanct the processes are and how important it is for the promoters of the Building Bridges initiative, if in the near future they would want to revive such a project, on how they should follow the processes. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV at the Supreme Court in Nairobi County.